in Great Midwest Conference play. And we are ready to tip off here in Trojan Fieldhouse. The Panthers will win the tip. It's Lamb with the ball. She'll cut into the lane, kick it over to Grimes. Trojans in their home white uniforms, purple lettering and numerals. Panthers wearing the road black. As going to the rim and scoring the first 2 points of the game was Nolot. Trevecca overall 9-16. They are 6-10 in conference play, coming off a pair of conference wins last week. A pair of road conference wins, we should say. Carmichael sets for three. It's off the front rim, no good. Wilkes with the rebound. Trojans defeated Alderson Broaddus 68-54 and Ohio Valley 64-47 last week. Pepperman sets, shoots off the glass, no good. Grimes in the front court. She's going all the way to the rim. Shot no good. Kentucky Wesleyan ranked 18 in the country, just the one loss. That was a 75-65 decision at Walsh, the conference leader. Burnett over to Wilkes, down low, 8 to shoot. She's blocked right there by Nolot. Here comes Lamb in transition. She's cut off. She takes two defenders on, and she lost the ball, but it goes into the hands of Nolot. 19 to shoot for the Panthers. Last home game at Senior Day here in Trojan Fieldhouse, honoring number 25, Brianna Bryant, after the conclusion of our game, as well as the three seniors for the men's squad. Lamb to the rim, shot no good, and she is going to be fouled as she falls out of bounds. First foul called on, it's going to be Bailey Carmichael. Duncan looking for Lamb, nothing there. Gets it over now to Clifford, who fires the three. It's good. Off to a 5-0 start are the Panthers. As the Trojans look to get their offense up, we are under 2 minutes. 7:54 remain here in the first as Carmichael is fouled on the other end by Lamb. One team foul apiece. It's going to be Whiteman inbound. As Pepperman tracks down the ball. 15 to shoot. Pepperman into the corner for Burnett. She thought about the three. She'll drive in and travel with the ball. Had to make a decision 1 second faster before her other foot got down, and she's called for the travel. Kentucky Wesleyan 13 on their roster. They have 5 freshmen, 3 sophomores, 4 juniors, and the 1 senior. That is Keely Lamb, who takes the ball now in the paint. She's defended there by Carmichael. Lamb created some space. She's stripped from behind there by Pepperman. Pepperman ball is loose, and it goes to the hands of the Trojans. Pepperman over to Carmichael. Back to Pepperman now. Wilkes calling for it. She gets it. She's double teamed, puts up the shot. Shot's no good. Rebound there to Duncan. Panthers in transition. Grimes falls down, but a timeout's going to be called by Coach Caleb Newman. More on this Kentucky Wesleyan coaching staff when we come out of this 30-second break. Welcome back. Senior Day here in Trojan Fieldhouse. A look at the Kentucky Wesleyan huddle. They are coached by Caleb and Nicole Neiman. They are in their 10th season as co-head coaches. Entering this season, they were combined 170 and 87 in their first 9 seasons, so they're closing in on 200 after earning 24 wins this season. They can extend their season into the conference tournament, maybe into the NCAA regionals The coaching pair from Kentucky Wesleyan will reach the 200 mark. .7:02 remain here in the opening quarter. Trojans looking for their first points. It's going to be Grimes inbound. And she will get it in to Nolot. Nolot going to the hoop. She puts it up off the glass, and she's going to draw a late foul on Whiteman. Officials crew today, Thomas Floyd, Carlos Jones, and Riley Womack, the three here in Nashville. So that sends Nolot to the line. Nolot, a 57% free throw shooter. First one's no good. Kentucky Wesleyan, number 2 in the Great Midwest. Second free throw up and in. 2 hours, about 130-ish miles separate these two campuses. Owensboro, Kentucky to Nashville. Whiteman looking for Wilkes. He gets it over to Pepperman. Pepperman backing herself into the lane. She goes around school, and scoop is no good. And the Panthers will take over. Today's game, the 18th meeting between Kentucky Wesleyan and Trevecca. It's the second to last game of the year, senior day here at Trevecca, and the teams have already played once. That was a 78-52 decision in Owensboro. Blocked from behind there by Wilkes, but they're going to get a foul. Might be Whiteman's second. And they're going to get Wilkes instead. Looked like it was a clean block from here. Whiteman came in from behind, but they'll get Wilkes for her first, I should say. First free throw, no good. Clifford on the season, 77% from the line, has taken just now 24. Make her 18 of 24 on the year. Some subs coming on for the Panthers. Looks like it's Richardson along with Walton. Pepperman in the lane, kicks it over to Carmichael in the corner for 3. Touches nothing, and it goes into the hands there of Walton. Walton in transition. She's ahead of Johnson. Johnson throws the ball, or steps out of bounds, rather, as she was trying to throw the ball to her teammate, Richardson. Pepperman crossing half court. She will go to the hoop and score. First 2 points of the game. Olivia Pepperman gets the Trojans on the board. 7-2 the score, approaching in the 5-minute mark here. Richardson going to the hoop and answer on the other end. 9-2 the score. Pepperman gets over to Wilkes. Trojans setting up their offense. 2 points on the board. Carmichael down low to Wilkes. She's double teamed, kicks it over to Burnett. Corner 3 off the front of the rim, no good. And Panthers again in transition. They're going to get Pepperman with a foul from behind. Jordan Bargy into the game. And she will go find her first trip to the free throw line. Travis on, Caitlin Wilkes out. Olivia Travis, a sophomore for Trevecca. Minneapolis, Minnesota is her hometown. I thought it was a shooting foul, but they'll have it on the floor. Probably the right call. So 4 team fouls committed here in the opening 5 minutes for Trevecca. Walton calls out the plays, and a foul is going to be called on Travis. That's her first, team 5th. And so that will send Walton to the line for the 5th team foul. Walton a 67% free throw shooter. Misfires on the first attempts. Connects on the second, so 10-2. Panthers on top here. We've now played 5 minutes as Pepperman cuts into the lane. Finds Travis over to Burnett. Whiteman switches hands, finds Carmichael. Carmichael cannot set up the offense before Whiteman is called for the offensive foul. That'll be her second. Trojans collecting many fouls here. 4:51. We will take the under 5 media timeout. It's a full timeout. Stay with us right here on the Great Midwest Digital Network.
For more than 25 years, Heads Up has been Middle Tennessee's #1 family haircutting center.
This is my second time to Heads Up. This is a very family-oriented business, so if you have kids, come on in.
With our friendly staff, we're here to help with all your hair care needs.
I've been coming to Heads Up for probably a dozen years now, and the staff is great, and I always leave looking my best.
Schedule an appointment today or stop by one of our 3 locations.
Welcome back into Trojan Fieldhouse. Andrew Preston here with you, where it's Kentucky Wesleyan Panthers on top 10-2 here in the early going. Coach Chad Hidden in his 4th season. I look there as it's going to be Grimes across half court for Kentucky Wesleyan. Walton thought about the 3. She'll drive in. Pepperman takes the offensive foul. Good move there from Pepperman. Talia Walton stands 5'11". She's trying to drive into the lane where Pepperman stood in her way. Some pressure being applied now from the Panthers. Trojans break that pretty easily. Screen setting by Pepperman. She has the ball now. She'll drive baseline. Go up and under, and she's got 4. Olivia Pepperman with 4. Three-pointer on the way for Johnson, and Panthers have an answer. 13-4. Sophie Henry into the game for Trevecca, wearing number 21. She gets the ball now, handed off there from Carmichael. Pepperman to the lane, takes some contact off the glass and in. 6 points now for Pepperman. As we're under 4 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Johnson picks up her dribble, cross-court pass to Duncan. Help D there from Pepperman, leaves Johnson alone in the corner. Her shot no good. Walton, top of the key, 3-pointer off the glass, tracked down there by Duncan and saved into the hands of Travis. Pepperman takes the ball. Over to Travis now. Pepperman is going to draw a foul. They're going to get Duncan for her first. So that is 9 total fouls between both teams. And we have not yet played 7 minutes of basketball. Olivia Stevens on, number 24 for Trevecca. On the shot clock, inbounded to Pepperman. Pepperman going baseline. She's cut off. She throws up the shot. She's fouled. Has a chance to add 2 at the line, where she is a 49% free throw shooter on the year. Pepperman at the line 4-2. A couple scores have gone final from around the league. Pepperman sinks the first. He's got all 7 of the Trojans' points. Tiffin defeated Ohio Valley 71-64. It was Findlay going on the road to take down Lake Erie as both free throws fall for Pepperman. Findlay 73, Lake Erie 62. Cedarville 66, Malone 50. The only games that have gone final in the GMAC so far today. Lamb cut off. She picks up her dribble. Around the perimeter, Panthers go in the corner. Johnson for 3. It's good. Emma Johnson now with 2 3-pointers. Doubles up the Trojans. 16-8 the score. Pepperman cut off at the free throw line. Cutting backdoor cut for Stevens. And it goes into the hands of the Panthers. Stripped from behind there by Henry and picked up by Carmichael. So one turnover leads to another for both teams. Trojans crossing half court. Pepperman finds Travis. Hand off to Pepperman. Pepperman to the rack. No good. Saved out of bounds by Travis. Approaching 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Johnson, corner 3 coming here from Nolot off the back of the rim. And it's going to be last touched by Lamb. So the Trojans will take over as Burnett and Wilkes will take their spot on the floor. Panthers on an 11-game winning streak. As we said, they're 24-1. Their only loss of the season coming on January 2nd, the very first game of the spring semester, as Carmichael scores 2. Three-pointer on the other end. It's Clifford misfiring. And a foul is going to be called there on Carmichael. Not sure that I agree with that one. It looks like Lamb grabbed Carmichael and tried to create some space. So that will send Lamb to the line. Lamb, one of the best in the Great Midwest at the free throw line. Misfires there. She's a 76% free throw shooter. That's 6th best in the Great Midwest. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. Henry calling out the plays, crossing half court, into the hands of Burnett. 1:20 to go here in the opening quarter. Play is broken up and a foul called there on Nolot. That will be the Panthers' 5th. And that will send Stevens to the line. Stevens 71% from the line this season. Sinks the first. Successful both times. Panthers jumped out to a 7-0 lead. It's been cut to 5 here, 17-12. Richardson hands off to Clifford. Back over to Richardson. 17 to shoot for the Panthers. Under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. Cutting screen, Lamb got a hand on it. It's going to be last touched by her. Trojans basketball. Panthers showing some three-quarters press there, it looks like. Pepperman crossing the half court. Finds Henry. Nothing there down low. Henry finds Stevens around the perimeter, trying to get it into Wilkes. 8 to shoot, and a kick ball is going to be called there on Richardson. So that will allow Albie Buck to come on in favor of Stevens. 32.2 remain here in the opening quarter. Henry takes it, hands off to Buck. Over to Burnett. Buck calling for it. She wasn't quite set when the pass from Burnett came. So the Panthers will take over. Shot clock has been erased. 24.6 seconds remain here. Richards hands off to Lamb. Lamb doesn't use the high screen, goes the other way. Key three for Duncan falls, back up to an 8-point lead. Trojans got to hurry, 8 seconds on the clock. Pepperman sees it now. Gets it to Henry. 5 to shoot. Henry cut off. She is going to travel. Be called for the travel with 2 seconds on the clock. Three-quarters court shot is going to be no good from Grimes, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Visiting Kentucky Wesleyan Panthers on top 20-12 here after 10 minutes. Stay with us right here on the Great Midwest Digital Network for the second quarter. Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of the highlights, or one highlight here from the first quarter. Henry found Pepperman. She went into the lane, kind of went up and under off the glass for the score. I believe she had 6 at that point. Pepperman now has 8. She's 3 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the foul line. As the Trojans will take over to begin the second quarter. Same starting 5 on the floor. A couple subs for the Panthers. Walton along with Richardson on the floor. Carmichael top of the key over to Pepperman. Down low to Wilkes. Draws the double team. That leaves Whiteman open for 3 off the front of the rim. No good. So Lamb takes over. 9:40 remaining here in the second quarter. Lamb cut off. Gets it over to Grimes, and she will be called for the travel. Whiteman crosses half court. Switches hands for Carmichael. Pass deflected there by Clifford. Stolen away. Grimes in transition. She goes right to the hoop and scores. 22-12. Largest lead of the game for the Panthers. Burnett picks up her dribble, finds Carmichael. 13 to shoot for the Trojans. Pepperman. Give and go, and she's going to draw, or she's going to commit, rather, the offensive foul. Kentucky Wesleyan leads this all-time series 12-5. This the 18th meeting between these two teams. They've won the last 8 in the series. Walton down low, off the glass and in. But games being played in Nashville, they're tied at 4-4. So one team's going to get the advantage here all time in Trojan Fieldhouse today. Weidman cross court to Carmichael. She's left alone. She'll fire from 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Richardson in transition finds Johnson. Over to Walton, top of the key. 3-pointer coming here from Bargy. No good. Weidman down low. Pepperman tries to throw up a shot as Wilkes was falling down. She thought she got fouled. She was trying to throw up the shot. Nothing there. Richardson going baseline, cut off, and she's going to be blocked there by Burnett. And an offensive foul called on Pepperman. So she's got 3. 3 big fouls from Pepperman as she will now take a seat. Henry, Buck, and Stevens on the floor. That is going to be a big foul committed there by Pepperman. With 3, she's going to have to sit not the whole 7 minutes, but a good portion of this remainder of the second quarter. She's got 8 of the Trojans' 12 points. Grimes going baseline, right there for Bargy. Walton cut off. Pass was stripped away. Trojans take over. Henry going and she's cut off. Finds Stevens. Wilkes thought about the 3. She will take a dribble and find Whiteman. Stevens takes the pass. 11 to shoot for the Trojans. She will go in, throw it off the front of the rim. Right there, Wilkes cleans it up. 4-2. Caitlin Wilkes, her first 2 points. On the other end, though, answering is Bargy. Panthers have done a great job moving the ball in transition, getting back in transition, and that leads to 2 points there for Kentucky Wesleyan. Weidman tried the reverse layup. She's going to draw the foul. So Whiteman will go to the line. Whiteman, a 73% free throw shooter, sinks the first. Successful both times, cuts it to a 10-point deficit. Johnson over to Nolot. Nolot driving in, picked up there by Stevens. Ball is loose, and it goes in the hands of Johnson. She'll fire from 3, and it's good. And a timeout is going to be called by Trevecca. 29-16 the score. Stay with us here for the final 6:09 on the Great Midwest Digital Network.
The thing about Reed that inspires me the most is his ability to transform our culture and how he cares about people. He cares more about his brothers, his teammates, other people than he does himself. So he truly embodies the message of Christ, which is to serve and not be served. Reed embodies that. We talked about changing lives for Christ through this basketball program. The program is about what Reed has done, which is to transform our community, transform our program, but also to come here for something greater than just hoops.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at that last play. Stevens setting there. Might have been an offensive foul, but the 3-pointer successful there for Johnson. The ball was loose for a second. Possession error is in favor of Kentucky Wesleyan. Whiteman will take the inbound. Panthers showing some press again. 6 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Whiteman into the lane, finds Stevens. She'll fire from 3 off the back of the rim and tracked down there by Henry. Fresh 20 coming for the Trojans. Buck sets, fires for 3. It's in. Cutting it to a 10-point game, Abby Buck. Her first 3, 29-19 the score. An offensive foul on the other end. Third team foul committed there by the Panthers. As that's the first on Grimes. Weidman picks it up and trying to find Buck, but she will be called for the travel first. Grimes walking it across half court. She's waiting for the screen coming from Johnson. She used it, but it's cut off by Buck. Johnson sets, fires from 3. It's good. And third three-pointer is good there from Johnson. She's got 9 of the Panthers' 32 points. Five minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Henry in the corner, going baseline. Bounce pass to Travis. Collects it, throws it up for 2. 32-21. And the Panthers this time cannot get back in use the transition game before the score. Over to Weidman. She is stripped there. She tracks down the ball and goes to the hands of Buck. She will step back for 3. Too strong. Stevens right there. She's double teamed. And it's going to be, I was going to say blocked, but fouled there by Lamb. So Stevens to the line. 71% free throw shooter on the season. Today she's successful, 2 of 2 from the stripe. That'll be Lamb's second foul. No good on the second attempt. Panthers come here crossing half court. Grimes dribbles out of the double team and draws a foul. That has been the story of the game. 6 fouls here. Not quite 6 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. .20 on the shot clock, 23 on the shot clock rather for the Panthers. Grimes splits the defense, finds Travis into the corner. Johnson fires again. That's 4 3-pointers for number 2, Emma Johnson, a junior right from Owensboro, Kentucky, with the Davies County's high school, and stayed home to play college ball. She's got 4 3-pointers. Johnson over a 40% three-point shooter, I should say, on the year. Ball is stripped. Taken away on the other end by the Trojans. Travis finds Henry. Stevens calling for it down low. She takes some contact, throws up shot no good. From behind, she's blocked, and Panthers take over. Grimes hands off to Nolot. Johnson goes into the lane, and she is going to draw the foul. Or they'll call her for the offensive foul, so that's going to be her first. Henry into the lane. Took some contact, shot no good off the glass. Panthers in transition. Richardson looked at the basket. She'll drive right there to it and shot no good. Screen coming from Travis. Henry uses it. She switches defenders. Carmichael finds Travis. 13 to shoot for the Trojans. Henry over to Stevens. Around the perimeter, the Trojans go. Burnett for three. It's left short and tracked down there by Clifford. Stevens crosses half court, 37-22, 15-point lead opened up here by the Panthers. Burnett going baseline, she lost the ball. Nolot to the rim, and she's going to draw the foul on Stevens. That's her first, with 1:43 remaining here in the second quarter. Nolot 57% from the line on the year. Making her second trip to the foul line today. Nolot, a sophomore, 5'8" out of New Salisbury, Indiana, and North Harrison High School. Goes 1 for 2 from the line. .140 to go. Whiteman walking it up towards half court. Finds Burnett. Carmichael. Little give and go. Finds Whiteman now. To Wilkes. 15 on the shot clock for the Trojans. Carmichael going into the lane. She throws up the shot. Left short. Into the hands there of Duncan. Backdoor cut right there. Bargy cleans it up. 4-2. Johnson to Bargy. Panthers on top 40-22 here. Under a minute to play here in quarter number 2. Pass is picked off into the hands of Bargy. On the other end, shot might have been stolen away there by Burnett. She crosses half court. Does not have numbers, so she will track it down and hand it off to Whiteman. Stevens for three. No good. Wilkes and Burnett right there for it. And it's going to be a foul called on the Panthers, their fourth. So that will send Wilkes to the line for the first time today. Wilkes, 66% on the season. Freshman from Stanford, Kentucky. Misfires on the first. 0 of 2. Stevens right there to track down the ball, but it's going to be touched by her last, so it'll go to the Panthers. About a 6.5 second difference between the game and shot clock. Some pressure being applied by the Trojans. Picking up her dribble, and it's going to be a quick timeout call by Coach Neiman. 30.7 remain here in the second quarter. Stay with us on the Great Midwest Digital Network. Welcome back in Trojan Fieldhouse. 30.7 seconds remain here in the quarter. Got one more score to report to you. Ursuline defeating Hillsdale 74-57. As it's now just our game and Alderson brought us at Ohio Dominican left on the Great Midwest slate for today. Grimes right there. Bargy puts it up and in. 42-22 with 20 seconds remaining here. Henry crossing half court. Finds Burnett. Burnett takes some contact and is going to be called for the offensive foul. That's going to be Burnett's first. And so Burnett comes off. Abby Buck back on. Panthers need to go the length of the court. 8.6 seconds. Grimes into the corner for Richardson. Fires from three. Short. And that'll be the end of the first half. Kentucky Wesleyan leading here by 20. And same starting five for the Panthers as we begin third quarter here. Grimes hands off to Clifford. Going baseline but cut off. Back over to Clifford. Clifford picks up her dribble. 17 to shoot for Kentucky Wesleyan. Grimes will set up a new play. High screen. Grimes goes around the defense. 8 to shoot. In the paint off the glass. No good off the shot from Duncan. Comes Burnett. She lost the ball behind her. Score was 20-12 after the first. 42-22 here. First points have not been scored yet here in the third. Up and under shot, no good there from Grimes. Tracked down by Carmichael. We've played a minute. Hands off to Carmichael. She'll fire from the Trevecca A off the back of the rim. No good. Stop and go handoff to Lamb. Lamb 4-3. It's good. Lamb with one first half point. Give her four now behind that three-pointer. The 8th made three-pointer of the game for Kentucky Wesleyan. Pepperman will be called for the travel. She tried to find Burnett. Grimes crossing half court. Bounce pass over to Lamb. She will go baseline turnaround jumper off the glass and in. 5 quick points here for Keely Lamb in the second half. Burnett to Whiteman. Whiteman tried to look for Wilkes. Cut off there. She'll get it over to Carmichael. Carmichael spinning. Lost the ball for a second. Picks it up. Finds Wilkes. Top the key three. No good. Grimes in transition, and she will be called for the carry. First subs is Bargy and Richardson on for Kentucky Wesleyan. 7:51 remain here in the third quarter. Pepperman near midcourt calling out the play. Bounce pass over to Whiteman. Cut off. Carmichael in the corner. She'll take a two. She'll drive in now and strip there by Richardson. Over to Lamb. Corner three coming from Grimes. It's in. 50-22. Panthers on top. After the ninth made three-pointer from Kentucky Wesleyan. Carmichael cannot answer on the other end, so Grimes takes over. Lamb under the basket, shot no good. Got her own missed shot, and she's fouled from behind. So they might get Whiteman. That's going to be her third. First team foul committed by either team. That'll send Grimes to the line. Or rather, Lamb to the line. She sinks the first. One of the best in the conference from the free throw line. Makes both. 77% on the year is Lamb. She will take a seat as Johnson and Walton come on for the Panthers. Stevens uses the screen from Wilkes. She'll find Wilkes now, who goes over to Whiteman. Zone defense been applied by Kentucky Wesleyan. Whiteman cross court to Stevens, 6 to shoot. Stevens drives in, goes right past the defense and scores. Good move there from Stevens. She's got 5. Pass was going out of bounds, but Stevens touched it, bails out the Panthers there. They will have 16 on the shot clock. Walton, offensive foul there, first on the Panthers of the quarter. It's going to be Walton's third. Four minutes gone by here in the third quarter. Henry into the game for the Trojans. Hands off to Stevens. Gets it back to Henry. Over to Burnett now. 13 to shoot for Trevecca. Stevens drives in, gets it back to Travis. Baseline jumper off the side of the rim, no good. Now it's Richardson for Kentucky Wesleyan. Cutting it, backdoor cutting off there. Here's Johnson. She is 5 from 6 from three-point range. Gets it into Walton, who scores. (54-24). Panthers on top. Burnett hands off to Pepperman. Pepperman going in, turns around, finds Henry. She will be stripped but fouled there by Walton, so it'll stay here with 13 on the shot clock. Walton now working with 4 fouls, so she will take a seat. Keely Lamb comes back on for Kentucky Wesleyan. Pepperman takes the inbounds. She will switch hands, throw up a shot, and draws the foul. Pepperman has got 8 points, a chance to add 2 more at the line. So we will take the under 5 media timeout. 5 minutes remain here in the quarter. Stay with us right here on the Great Midwest Digital Network.
Student Development's mission here at Trevecca is to make every student's social, spiritual, residential, and educational life a top priority and the best experience that they can get here.
We believe students do better when they can embrace a model of holistic health, not only nurturing their academic selves, but also nurturing their emotional, psychological, and spiritual health as well.
Our goal in residence life is to provide a warm and welcoming atmosphere for students as they come to our campus.
Our goal in campus life at Trevecca is to connecting students with other students with shared interests and connecting students with their passions and their calling.
So here at Trevecca, it really is our hope that all students feel like they belong and that they have a place here. We want you to be a part of this community. So come meet us, our doors are open and we are glad you're here. So come on down to Bud Robinson and see us.
back. Today is senior day here on the hill here in Trojan Fieldhouse, honoring the lone senior Brianna Bryant here between games. After the conclusion of our game, with Bryant along with 3 of the men's players will be honored. Stay with us right here. Immediately following our game, we will have the live presentation here on TNUtrojans.com. Then we will take a short break between games before the men's game. As the first shot, no good there from Pepperman. Neither successful, as that's touched out of bounds there by Stevens. So now under 5 to play. Lamb with the ball at the top of the key, defended there by Stevens, and throws it out of bounds as she was looking for number 2, Emma Johnson. Abby Buck on, Annalise Burnett off for the Trojans. Henry crosses half court. Pepperman picked up there by Lamb. Pepperman goes to the rim, and she's going to be fouled there from behind. That'll be Lamb. That's her 3rd. So Pepperman with a chance to add 2 more. And she cannot find the bottom of the net. One of 2 on that trip for Pepperman. She's got 9. And she will come off in favor of Bailey Carmichael. Johnson has the hot hand. She gets it over to Nolot. Nolot driving in. She takes some contact and scores. Nolot with 8 now. Carmichael into the lane, off the backboard and in, and she's fouled. Carmichael a chance to add to her 5 points, or 4 points rather. Carmichael right there behind Lamb in terms of free throw shooting. She just doesn't have quite as many as attempts as the Panthers senior as she converts the 3-point play. Both 77% free throw shooters. Grimes going baseline. Johnson for 3. No good. Offensive rebound there picked up by the Panthers. They have a fresh 20 to work with. And that pass is thrown out of bounds there by Nolot. Carmichael thought about the 3. She will drive into the paint instead, waiting for some contact. Nothing there called. And so the Panthers on the other end. Here goes Clifford. She is trapped immediately, gets it over to Grimes in the corner. She will go right past Buck, and Buck commits the foul, her first. Trojans are in the double bonus with 3:10 remaining. Panthers have drawn just 2 fouls against Trevecca, and that will be the second called on Grimes. Carmack lands off for Henry. Henry looking for Stevens in the corners. Nothing there. Buck takes it now. 17 to shoot for Trevecca. Travis down low, takes some contact, throws a shot up, no good. Stevens had a hand on the offensive rebound, but she cannot corral it. Corner three coming from Johnson, and she is fouled while shooting. So she will have a trip to the free throw line. Johnson 5 of 6 from three-point range. And so we will take a quick break here. Stay with us on the Great Midwest Digital Network.
The thing about Reed that inspires me the most is his ability to transform our culture and how he cares about people. He cares more about his brothers, his teammates, other people than he does himself. So he truly embodies the message of Christ, which is to serve and not be served. Reed embodies that. We talked about changing lives for Christ through this basketball program. The program is about what Reed has done, which is to transform our community, transform our program, but also to come here for something greater than just hoops.
Welcome back here into Trojan Fieldhouse. It's going to be Emma Johnson to the free throw line after she just got fouled there in the corner. Johnson 85% from the free throw line. 22 of 26 coming into today. Johnson 2 of 2. She is a junior out of Owensboro, Kentucky, as we said, Davies County High School. 2 of 3, though, from the line as Wilkes takes down the rebound. 58-28, 2:33 remain here in the third quarter. Pepperman into the corner for McLaughlin, who's into the game. And she is stripped from the ball. Nolot picks up her dribble, gets it over to Johnson. 16 to shoot for the Panthers. It's Richardson now with it. Takes the high screen, thought about the three. 10 to shoot, Johnson in the corner. She will go baseline, pick up her dribble, and draw the foul. Looks like they'll get McLaughlin for her first. Inbounds taken there by Clifford. Grimes lost the handle on it. He's into the paint and gets it over now to Richards. Sets, fires from three, no good. Ball is tapped out of bounds. Last touch there by Clifford. Pepperman calling out the plays. 1:35 remain here in the third quarter. Wilkes, top of the key. Cross court over to Burnett. Now finds Whiteman, 12 to shoot for the Trojans. Down low, Wilkes sets, fires, and it's in. Caitlin Wilkes now with 4. Down low ball thrown away there by Richardson. She was looking for Nola. Pass a little bit too high. Wilkes, give and go to Pepperman. Pepperman off the glass, shot no good. Grimes on the other end, stops, kicks it over to Clifford. Finds Grimes now 13 to shoot for the Panthers. Grimes to the rim, she's blocked. And it's going to be called for a travel there. Trojan bench wanted the travel. She threw up a shot and she collected it, but it was blocked, it looks like. About 2 seconds remain, or the difference between the game and shot clock. Time winding down here in the third quarter. Pepperman looks to Wilkes. Wilkes firing from three. It's no good. McLaughlin right there. Puts up a shot blocked from behind by Clifford, and she goes right to the hoop again. No good. Pass thrown out of play with 3.4 seconds. Trojans have to go the length of the court. Pepperman to inbound. She will get it into Wilkes. Wyman was the intended receiver, but Panthers will have a chance at half court. Shot no good. That'll be the end of three. 58-30 the score. Stay with us here for the final 10 minutes here on Senior Day on the Great Midwest Digital Network. Welcome back here. 10 minutes remain in this game. 58-30. Trojans will be in possession here to begin the fourth quarter. Pepperman, Whiteman, Burnett, Wilkes, and Carmichael on the floor for Trevecca. Carmichael looking for Wilkes, nothing there. Burnett now with it. She goes baseline, is cut off. Down to the hands of Wilkes, double team. And the pass finally gets into the hands of Carmichael with 10 to shoot. Wilkes right there to take up the missed shot. She's fouled from behind, and we go to the line. Wilkes 4 points, 7 rebounds today. Looking for her first made free throw at the line this season. She's a 66% free throw shooter. And misfires there. One of two goes Wilkes. Grimes gets it over to Nolot. Nolot finds Clifford. Back to Bargy now. Pass is picked off and stolen there by Pepperman. She will slow things down as she crosses half court. And they are going to call a backcourt violation. That's ball looked to be stripped there by Lamb. Knocked loose at least, and Pepperman going in the backcourt to get the ball. Three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Pepperman with the rebound. Pepperman for Carmichael. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Lost out of bounds, last touch there by Nolot, so it'll stay here. And they'll overturn it. Officials crew, as we said earlier, Thomas Floyd, Carlos Jones, and Riley Womack. Correcting that call in favor of the Panthers. .15 to shoot for Kentucky Wesleyan. Grimes sees that now. She has a dribble. She'll take it. Defended there by Whiteman, and a foul off the ball. Looks like they're going to get Lamb. Whiteman in the paint. Shot no good. Wilkes right there for the rebound. She is blocked, but it'll stay here with the Trojans. 8:07 remain. Travis coming on. Wilkes to the bench. Pepperman working on the baseline. Travis picks up the missed shot. Carmichael top of the key for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. And picked off there by Pepperman. She didn't give up on the play. Stolen away. Whiteman fires for three. It's going to be a little short. Burnett not able to track down that loose ball, and a foul is going to be committed there by Carmichael. Carmichael commits her third. .7:30 remain here in the fourth. Kentucky Wesleyan on an 11-game winning streak. They're 24-1 overall as Lamb finds two at the rim there. Whiteman takes the double screen at the top. Finds Henry at the top of the key now, and a travel called on Henry. Under 7 minutes to play here in the fourth. Nolott finds Walton. He kicks it over to Richardson. Backdoor cut. Pass. Not in time for Lamb. Thrown away there by Nolott, so the Trojans take over. Stevens with it, over to Henry, down low to Travis now. Travis, one dribble, into the corner for Whiteman. And pass ticked off there by Walton. Into the lane, Richardson is going to commit the offensive foul. It's going to be the first of the day for Richardson. So Pepperman and Whiteman come off. Carmichael and Burnett back on as we have just over 6 minutes to go here in the fourth. Henry to the lane. She's blocked. Into the front court for Lamb. Lamb picked up by Carmichael. Shot no good. And it's going to be a foul called on Lamb, her third. As we are under 6 minutes to play. Some pressure being applied by the Panthers in the backcourt. Burnett finds Henry. Down low, Travis. For the corner, Stevens 4-3 in the corner. It's good. Olivia Stevens fires. She's got 8. She matches. Pepperman went ahead with that free throw, and Pepperman with 9. So. Stevens on the other end commits the foul. 3-point play coming here. A possibility for Walton. Walton to the line for the second time this afternoon. Concludes the 3-point play there. Carmichael looking for Travis, but it's going to be blocked, or swatted rather, out of bounds by Johnson. 16 to shoot for the Trojans. And Carmichael's pass to Stevens behind her. We are under 5 minutes. We'll take a under 5 media timeout. 63-34. Stay right here on the Great Midwest Digital Network. Welcome back here to Trojan Fieldhouse. 4:58 remain in the fourth. Kentucky Wesleyan, number 18 in the country, 24-1. They have led the entire way. Jumped out to a 7-0 start. Trojans cut it to within 5. At 17-12. Panthers won the first quarter 20-12. And foul called there on the Trojans. Halftime score 42-22. After 3 quarters, it was 58-30 in favor of the Panthers. Johnson left alone. She'll go right to the rim and score her first 2-point basket of the game. She was 5 of 7 from three-point range today. She had only taken threes up until that point. High screen coming for Whiteman. Switching defenders. Pepperman now with it. She'll take the high screen. She'll fire from 3 off the rim. No good. Into the hands of Richardson. 4 minutes to play. Down low, Johnson working on Whiteman. She'll turn around, throw up the shot. No good. They go out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. Whiteman on the other end. She'll throw up a jumper. It's in. Whiteman with 4. A foul called down low. Off the ball, away from the ball. It'll get Wilkes for her second. Shot no good there. Pepperman takes over, 65-36, just over 3 minutes to play. Carmichael left alone, she'll fire from 3, no good. Tracked down there by Bargy. Or no, that's Decoria Puckett into the game. Three-pointer here from Boyle. Another sub on. Maddie Boyle connects from 3. That's the 10th made three-pointer for Kentucky Wesleyan. They have shot 10 of 18 from beyond the arc as Pepperman on the other end is fouled. Pepperman no good on the first attempts. Pepperman today, 9 points, 3 rebounds. Under 2.5 to play now here in Trojan Fieldhouse. It's senior day. Stick with us here on the stream. Immediately following our game, we will have the presentation of the 3 men's seniors and the lone women's senior here. Three-pointer Puckett, it's good. 11 made three-pointers for the Panthers. And we will take a timeout, 71-36. Stay with us for the final 2:07 on the Great Midwest Digital Network.
Student Development's mission here at Trevecca is to make every student's social, spiritual, residential, and educational life a top priority and the best experience that they can get here.
We believe students do better when they can embrace a model of holistic health, not only nurturing their academic selves, but also nurturing their emotional, psychological, and spiritual health as well.
Our goal in residence life is to provide a warm and welcoming atmosphere for students as they come to our campus.
Our goal in campus life at Trevecca is to connecting students with other students with shared interests and connecting students with their passions and their calling.
So here at Trevecca, it really is our hope that all students feel like they belong and that they have a place here. We want you to be a part of this community. So come meet us, our doors are open, and we are glad you're here. So come on down to Bud Robinson and see us.
Welcome back here in the Trojan Fieldhouse. 2:07 remained in the fourth quarter. Trojans going the length of the court. Stevens to inbound to Whiteman here. Buck, Burnett, and Travis on the floor for Trevecca. Outside of this timeout. Whiteman changing directions, finds Stevens, but a foul before the shot is committed there by Puckett. That's her first. Fifth of the quarter for the Panthers. That will send Whiteman to the line for two. Whiteman, 70% free throw shooter on the season. She's 2 of 4, or make that 3 of 4 from the stripe today. Under 2 minutes to play now. Doubleheader here on senior day, men's game following our game here as Walton scores in the lane. Walton reaching double figures. 10 points for the redshirt freshman for the Panthers. Burnett's inbound. She finds Stevens. Looking for Travis down low. She'll throw it over to Buck instead. She'll take some space, fire from three. Shot no good, and a foul will be called on Stevens. That is her fourth. And now the 15th foul on the Trojans. Bargy to the line 4-2. Today, Kentucky Wesleyan has a team 10 of 16 from the line. Sinks the first. One of two as Edosoma collects the rebound. Burnett picks up her dribble, finding Travis. Travis, one dribble, back over to Burnett. Sets, fires from three. It's good. Annalise Burnett, top of the key three. Timeout by the Trojans. 1:06 remain. We'll stay with us after this 30-second timeout on the Great Midwest Digital Network. Under a minute to play here. No timeout called. I thought they were signaling for the 32nd. As down low on the other end, it's Bargy. Bargy goes 2 of 2 from the line, extends the lead 76-40 for Kentucky Wesleyan. Buck firing from three. She had one just a minute ago, no good. Lost touch out of bounds by the Trojans. About a 5-second difference between the game and shot clock. Panthers will work the ball around the perimeter. Down low now for Richardson. Another Richardson. Rachel Richardson gets in the scorebook with 2. Henry over to Franco into the game now. 10 seconds here at home for the Trojans. McLaughlin down low. She is fouled. And she will go to the line. Freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee. Goes 1 of 2. 78-42. And that will do it. The number 18 ranked Kentucky Wesleyan Panthers come into Trojan Fieldhouse on senior day. They win 78-41. They improve to 25-1 overall, 16-1 in conference play. Trojans falling to 9-17 overall, falling to 6-11.